I've always hated my voice. And I remember as a kid, I always said that when I grow up, I would have, a lot of these different surgeries, and one of them being, surgery on my voice box or my vocal cords, whatever, to change my voice. And the reasoning behind that is because I want to do so many things with my voice, but I'm stuck because of my vocal limitations. And I refuse to be stuck in this box. You know what I'm saying? When there's these things that I want to do. They say as a kid, you can grow up to be anything you want. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to do things with my voice that I can't. So, one thing I started doing lately is hiring people to do my vocals, you know what I'm saying, or redo my vocals, and I instruct them what to do, yada, yada, yada. And I was having fun with that, and I ain't gonna lie, I was hiring, the cheaper end people, not the cheapest I could find, but, on the cheaper side, not, expensive side. And then, came across the whole AI covers. Now, AI covers is different than AI. See, AI, regular AI, you give it a prompt and it creates the beat, it creates the flow, it creates the harmonies and all that shit. AI covers takes a song that you already have recorded and redoes it as a cover, and it's the same lyrics you have, the same rhythm you have, the same melodies you have, you know what I'm saying? It just makes it sound better. And I've been falling in love with hearing what I've always wanted my voice to do, you know what I'm saying? But then I came across a interview where my favorite artist said, what they're looking for people, you know what I'm saying, to bring onto their team. And he said that he's looking for unique voices. And then that just made me think, I'm like, damn, my voice is unique, but I still hate it though. You know what I'm saying? I really hate being stuck in this box. So I think moving forward, I am going to continue doing a little bit of everything, using my voice when I'm, in the box range of what I can do. But, there's some times where I want to sound like Lil Jon, or I want to sound like Usher. You know what I'm saying? No matter how hard I try, no matter how many years of singing, I will never be able to sing like Usher. I will never be able to hit certain notes. And that's where hiring other people comes in, or using the AI covers, which I assume is only going to get better as time progresses. And like I said, I don't understand why some people I understand why some people hate, AI music. Like I said, there's a difference between AI music and AI covers. And I don't really condone the AI music shit because, all you're doing is typing in a prompt and it makes it for you. I was saying, and that goes back to some people that I hear online. They talk about use AI as a tool, not to create. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I try to do. And another thing that I actually just started doing on one song, and I'm thinking about doing it on multiple others, is I get AI to do a cover of my song. Then I take the acapella from that, and then I chop up the acapella and I put it in the background of my vocals. You know what I'm saying? So I have my vocals, and then in the background of my vocals, I have the AI doing the covers. It's kind of basically the same thing as hiring people to do the background vocals and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But, hiring, people, when you make a song, just about a new song every fucking day, that gets a little expensive with, hiring people. And then, you also got to figure, when you have somebody that you really like, they have their own shit, and they can't be like, bam, 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 give you the shit back, fast like that. And, like I said, I used to always hate my voice, but now I think I have a little bit of appreciation for it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, that artist, my favorite artist, says he's looking for people with a unique voice. And I do have a unique voice, but then again, I also think, Steve Urkel, he had a original unique voice, but who wants to listen to Steve Urkel sing? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I wish I could sound like Jonathan Thomas, I think his name was, Korn. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I wish I could sound like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different things, a lot of different genres that I want to do, but I can't because I'm stuck in my vocal limitations. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? I think, like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue doing all three. I'm going to do my vocals, I'm going to do hired vocals and AI covers, and see where it goes. And I've been saying that starting last year, I said, you know what? I've never taken my music career seriously. Maybe it's time to do it a little seriously. And I have been. And I do have some people watching me. And I actually had an AR fucking subbed to my channel, checking me out. And they were subbed for a good little while. And then they unsubbed from my channel because of my Suicide Hotline song. I don't know what was wrong with that song. I mean, it was hard for me to get out, you know what I'm saying? But I had to get it off my chest. I had to do it. And you know, it is what it is, you know, but I think for a while I am not going to be posting anything on this channel that is not music related. Everything, I think, for a while, maybe this year, maybe I'll make it a year 2026, you know, thing, you know, that this channel is just going to be music related content. And I'm curious to what can come, you know, because like I said, I mean, people are watching me, people are saying things, you know. We'll see what happens. Holla back.